Eating pizza and drinking brews.
Drinking brews and eating pizza too.
I like pizza.
You like brews. It's Pizza Brews. And two dudes.
All right, Pizza Brews 2 Dudes, episode 51, back on the road, baby. And we are here at Czig Meister Brewing in Hackettstown, New Jersey. And we have Matt from Czig Meister with us. Thank you for being with us today, Matt.
No, of course. Thanks, guys.
And what is it that you do here?
So I am one of the owners. I consider myself the Brewmaster here, although I don't really get behind the brew house much anymore, dealing with most of the paperwork and the growth of the business and everything like that. But was the original brewer to start everything off, and I am the...
Are you the original Zigmeister?
I am the inspiration behind the Zigmeister.
Zig. I'm saying it wrong.
There you go.
Take it from the top. Just
as long as you don't say Zigmeister, then anything else you can say is fine.
Zig. I think so. We had your beer before on this podcast, and Bob and I spent like 15 minutes talking about like, what do you think Zigmeister means? Like, I was like, I think it's like some German word or something. I don't know, but I guess. So what's the origin story? It's
my last name's Czigler.
Well, there you go.
When I was growing up, my nickname was Zig.
Yeah.
And when I started making homebrew in my parents' garage, my grandparents' back porch, it was, everybody was always wondering what the Zigmeister had on tap. So it kind of just stuck throughout the whole thing. And when we opened up the brewery, it was like, that just makes sense.
I like that. That's a great
awesome.
origin story. Yeah. The Zigmeister. So we got the Zigmeister himself. We're at Zigmeister. We got the Zigmeister. We got a couple cans of Zigmeister. So what do we got here?
So this is our summer seasonal. It's been a really big hit so far. It's called Easy Peasy. It's a lemon shandy.
Cool.
All right. It's warm out, so I can always go for a shandy.
It's a little toasty in here.
Yeah, it's a little toasty.
So
the air don't move really.
Hopefully this cools us down here.
Too much inside here right now.
Nice.
But we'll see how this goes for us. This has been my go-to.
Very nice.
So I was
Easy
here
peasy.
For your 7th anniversary, which we'll get into in a little bit. But you guys had this in a beer smoothie. Slushy,
yes.
Beer slushy, and it was darn good. So, but I haven't had it in non-slushy form. So, see if it still lives up to the test here.
Love that citrus scent.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Nice
cheers,
and
guys!
yellow.
First
Cheers.
things first.
Cheers.
Chin chin. Cheers. Salud. Yeah, it's damn good.
Nice.
Yeah, nice light,
Refreshing.
4.3%. Easy
Okay.
drinker. You can sit and drink a couple of those.
I can
No
drink a
problem.
barrel of this.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, you're in luck. We're gonna roll one out right now.
Surprise. We started making this last year as our approach of trying to make a bigger summer seasonal. Normally we did like 3 or 4 different seasonals throughout the summer. And a lot of places, as we got into the next one, we're just like, oh, I still wanted a little bit of that last one. So we said, let's just break it down. We'll still do other ones that are tap room only. But for getting out to distribution, we wanted to get one that was going to be a little bit just more larger volume. So last year, this was a big hit. We put it out start of August, and we sold out by the end of August. And everyone was like, you got to get that back as soon as you can. So once the warm weather hit, mid-May, we started making it, and we've gone through 60 barrels of it.
Wow.
Damn.
So just over 120 kegs. And
before they're gone.
And we had to put another batch through just to keep demand up for the rest of this, or to keep up with demand for the rest of the summer.
Wow.
So
Nice.
we'll be out of it probably for a short bit. We should still have our 12-ounce 12 packs available until the next batch comes out, but we might run out of kegs in the meantime.
Wow. Well,
That's
I
awesome.
can see why, because it's very good. It's perfect.
Very good.
For
And
this
you can
time of
taste
year.
it. It says it on the label here. And normally I'll read the label during our show to like, oh, here's what's in it. But we have these Zigmeister here, but made with real lemons, limes, and tangerines. I mean, I can taste the citrus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's very nice. Not overwhelming, too.
You
There's
grow
some-
those lemons out back?
Oh yeah, no, we have we bought a whole place down in Florida that would be great. No. No, we try to definitely all the beers that we do that we have fruits in them. We try to use real fruits, not artificial flavoring and anything like that. So
Yeah, and it shows. That's really good.
our sour series and everything, it's all either fruit purees or fruit juices that we use.
So Bob and I just had our big 50th, not 50th anniversary.
Woo,
We've been doing it for 50 years. 50th episode. This is 51. You guys hit a milestone recently. You had your 7th anniversary. It was pretty cool. You had, a bunch of vendors here and some cornhole set up and all that fun stuff. So my wife and I were here.
Yeah.
Had a great time. If you just want to get into that, your 7-year anniversary, talk about, maybe how you started, all those good things.
Yeah, so like you said, 7 years down, it feels like, yesterday we started it, but when I think back to it, at the same time, it feels like it was forever ago.
Yeah.
But we've been, constantly growing, trying to always make events bigger and better, and our anniversary has always been one of those top ones. Just always right under Oktoberfest in terms of how many people come out for it, because there's not 10,000 people that show up here for our anniversary, but we get a good amount. And we just like making, for that day, what we typically try to do this year didn't work out for us, but we want the whole crew to kind of come together and make a beer for each of them. So our taproom guys, brew guys, distribution guys, all of them, salespeople, they all come together. They write down their own recipes. They come in, they brew it on our small system, and they pop it up there. This year, because we were just inundated with regular orders and having to get the regular beers going through, we didn't have the time to put aside for making everybody be able to make their own beer again. But that's one of my core beliefs for opening the brewery is, it's all about the education side, the understanding of why certain ingredients are used, how to use them, and how to really get the best flavors out of stuff. And to have everybody on the staff also know, why these ingredients are used, what was used, how it was fermented, what was the yeast, what was the water conditioning, how long did it take, also helps out a lot. And by having them be a part of making their own beer kind of brings them more into the fold, if you want to say, of the Zigmeister experience for everything. So this year, like I said, we weren't able to get everyone to do that, but that's typically what we try to do for our anniversaries. And then you have 25 beers on tap up over here, plus the other ones down below that are just for the anniversary itself.
A collaboration with what was it, Twin Elephant? And
so we were able to do something special. We had our friends from Twin Elephant as well as Elementary over, and we kind of were thinking for a while. Actually, it kind of came together, I believe it was early in the year, January, February, something like that, as to how we wanted to do a collaboration. We've been talking for a while about making something, and we said we're all turning 7 years this year, and we're all a month apart from each other.
Oh, that's
Let's
awesome.
do a really interesting collaboration. And the thought was, we don't like the idea of just if you all sit down in the room with 3 great breweries and you sit there and you go, how can we make something different? A lot of times it ends up being well, we're already doing our own things that are crazy over the top as it is. So I don't know how I can make something crazier again on top of that. So we said, you know what, let's do what we do best and brew great beer, regardless of what the recipe is. So we came together and had all the people that were participating in the collaboration write down different ingredients. So for grain, each brewery wrote down 3 or 4 different ingredients for just a random grain to use. They also wrote down 3 or 4 different hops, 3 or 4 different specialty ingredients, and then we all decided that it's going to be a saison as the style.
Nice.
So we picked different saison yeast to write down as well, and then we put all those ingredients into a hat. And every brewery went around and they picked their grain that they were going to use. They picked their hop, they picked their yeast, and they picked their specialty ingredients. So they had no real say as to what the recipe was going to be. You just had to make it the best beer it could be from the recipe that was given to you. And I think they all came out great.
That's fun.
Each has their own little twist, and we made sure it's you can always add more things to it. You just can't take away from those 4. And you need to make sure each one of those ingredients shines somewhere in the beer. So it's been going great. We just did an event over at Sterling Hotel with the 3 of us over there, and great turnout for that. And the beer's been flying off the shelf. So
awesome. I had
never
some of it.
Never a bad thing.
The anniversary event was very good. So we are our podcast is pizza, brews, and 2 dudes. We got the beer checked off the list, but I don't know if you're hungry. I think we should get it. We got some pizza.
I'm starving.
Bob is sitting there. He's looking at me. He's looking hungry. So let's grab some of this
Crush
pizza.
my beer. I'm ready for some pizza. What do we got, Joe?
We have a ridiculous, like, stupid amount of pizza, and it's all, like, over the top because that's what we do. So, here. We got 3 different pies from Gabby's Pizza. Well, I don't know which one I'm going to pull out right now, but we got BLT, chicken quesadilla, and what was the other one? The Dennis Special. So, we'll see what we
All
got
right,
here.
we'll see what we got. That looks like quesadilla.
That looks like a chicken quesadilla. There's literally like tortillas on this. This is ridiculous. You guys see that? Oh my god.
Oh
well,
man.
I guess we're having a chicken quesadilla slice, or do you guys
All
want
right, let's
some
do it.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Is there a beer you have here that pairs
Do you
with
have any
chicken
dietary
quesadilla pizza?
restrictions?
I have no dietary restrictions.
Because this crosses off every wrong thing that you could ever want.
So it has tortilla on it, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Here, for just one.
It's like they made it on a top of a quesadilla and then just put it on top of a pizza.
There you go.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, there's literally a quesadilla on my pizza. See that?
My
Yeah,
hands are clean.
tortilla. Yeah, it's like a pizza slice with a tortilla on top with like peppers and tomatoes and sour cream and cheese.
You know, we
and
might need some
chicken
paper.
underneath.
Should we get some paper towels too?
Yeah, let me grab some
Oh,
for you, and I'll grab a
definitely.
beer to fill you back up.
You have a perfect beer for that
yeah.
to pair with this?
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited for that.
Wait, I bet you it's a Mexican lager, but maybe not.
This smells really good.
Yeah.
Well, this is a first. Quesadilla pizza.
I think all of these pizzas that we're about to have are first, which is rare.
Yeah, 3 firsts in one. First brewery.
Yeah. We got the Zigmeister himself.
Yeah. How did we pull this
I'll
off?
grab some more glasses, but this is pair with pizza.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, we've had that on the show, but
Yeah.
I think that's the
But-
perfect beer for our podcast.
for sure, and we
should
liked
have
it.
it on every
Yeah.
podcast.
Bob's spilling beer on our mics, so if something starts cutting out, it's because of Bob.
It'll be fine.
I go and take out that headphone cable. Why does it smell like beer? So we have had...
Ooh, new glass for each
yeah.
beer.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god. This is like the ultimate beer for our podcast.
Yes, and we actually had it on the podcast before.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And we liked it. That's I think what started us talking to Bree. She watched the episode, and luckily we didn't talk any shit about you, so we're still here.
Which we have been known to do.
Well, it's a good thing that your beer is good because
Yeah, we're honest. That's how we roll.
I couldn't,
Tell me how
like,
it is, you know?
like what the hell would we do if it wasn't good?
Rather tell me it to my face than lie to me.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's a nice crisp beer.
I'm still working on
Beer
the
with pizza.
still working on the shandy. I'm
Lager
double
with
fisting
lemon
over
and
here.
basil. All right, so it's a good transition. We went from like the lemon beer to the lemon and basil. We're getting there.
And a nice quesadilla pizza
Quesadilla
to go
pizza.
with it. So
How do you even eat this?
yeah, so it's kind of funny because we always think that we're going to run out of types of pizza to try, or we think we've tried everything. I can honestly say we've never had a pizza that had tortilla on top of it. It's going to be a mess too.
There's a giant
And
mess.
I think all the pizzas that we ordered are pizzas we've never had before on the podcast. 51 episodes deep, you'd think we'd done
You know
it all
what?
well.
This is pretty damn good.
All right. Well, I'm glad you said that because when I called the pizza place, I placed the order. He's like, I said, bring it to Czigmeister. He's like, are you an employee? I was like, no, I'm doing a podcast here. And then he called me back because there was an issue with the credit card. He had to run it again. And I was like, by the way, the podcast is called Pizza Brews 2 Dudes. He's like, oh, awesome. I'll look you guys up. I was like, yeah. He's like, give me a shout out. So Dennis over at Gabby's Pizza, I'm giving you a shout out. Your pizza is crazy, but so far so good.
Oh,
So
and we got the Dennis special
we got
too.
the Dennis special. So I
Perfect.
assume he's a owner, manager, higher up.
Well,
He's not Gabby.
he's not Gabby.
Maybe Gabby's his wife. I don't know. So this is what we pontificate, and then he'll like we did with Zigmeister. We
Yeah.
thought it was like some random German word or something, and then we find out we were completely wrong because we do no research and we're a couple idiots. But,
Just keep asking questions, the answer will come eventually, right?
exactly.
not just because it says it on the can, but this beer does really pair this with this pizza very well.
I mean,
You guys hit it on the nose with the beer.
It's a German Pilsner. Pilsners tend to pair really well with any type of nice, easy eating foods.
Yeah.
Comfort foods, and then the lemon just kind of cleanses the palate between each, and also gives a nice note to it. And then the basil just pairs well with pizza itself. So, just all in all,
There you go.
nothing overpowering, and great beverage to pair with chicken quesadilla pizza.
Chicken quesadilla.
I mean, what do you guys think?
Is this
I
your
think
first
it's
chicken
really good.
quesadilla pizza?
I
too,
get it
Matt?
again.
Yeah, it's not bad, right?
No.
It's wacky. The chicken and like, are there like beans or something under there?
I think there's some refried beans in there.
Refried beans and
Yeah.
chicken underneath, and then there's a tortilla on top with like other toppings on top of the tortilla. It's very bizarre.
Absolutely ridiculous. But good. Go
But
to
good.
Gabby's Pizza. Shout out Dennis. He's
'Cause-
gonna be
we-
he's gonna follow us.
We've had
so.
tons of like taco pizzas, and like we've even had the Taco Bell Mexican pizza, but this is a new thing.
Yeah, just when you think you've tried all the taco and Mexican pizzas you can try.
It was a good choice, Joe.
Yeah. Bob early on in our podcast, he got us the Taco Bell Mexican pizza. You ever have that?
No.
It's disgusting. It's the worst thing I've ever ate.
I got a pizza box from a different pizzeria, and I shoved all the Taco Bell in the pizza
Yeah, he
box.
didn't tell me, so he made me open the pizza box, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's only a matter of time before we do the Totino pizza roll episode.
Yeah, I mean, we got to try everything. We've had Domino's,
Yeah.
we've had Pizza Hut, and we've had the best of the best, and we've had whatever this is.
We've had shitty beer too. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
We were drinking 40s the other day.
Yeah, our 50th episode, we did 50 shots of beer.
Yeah.
Um,
Sounds painful.
got pretty wild. Yeah, and we had like 32 ounces
still
of like
recovering.
Corona Familiar. It was disgusting, and I almost threw up. But it keeps the folks at home entertained.
Yeah.
So
I used to do a small beer podcast with one of the guys that owned a homebrew shop in town. He now works at a brewery down in Reddington Brew Company, and it was called the Cool Shit Podcast.
nice.
And we would bring on, different styles of beer, talk about those styles, and usually once during each of the episodes, we'd bring in some garbage beer as well.
Yeah.
And I remember at one point, I think we had Bud Ice on
Oh,
there,
my
and
God.
we had just a few different 40s of it, and
Yeah.
we only got through 2 of them, and the others, I think, still in my fridge in my basement
Yeah.
after almost 8 years.
Well, that's what happened with the Corona 32 ounces. Bob brought them on like 5 episodes ago, and they were just sitting in my fridge because what am I going to do with that?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm bringing them back out because I got to get these out of my fridge.
That's how it goes. Yeah, that podcast, it sounds better than our podcast.
Yeah, you should keep that going.
It was just some, sitting over there 9 o'clock at night drinking until you felt like you could at least walk home.
Yeah.
Couldn't drive, and then you're fine. Some leatherback chairs to lounge
There
in.
you go.
All talking.
That was Bob last episode. We had 50 shots of beer, so I was like, he stayed over for a solid 5 hours after that before he drove home.
It's like
Sobered
a
up
half-hour
a
drive
bit.
for me.
Yeah.
It's rough. So we're in Hackettstown here, and the first time I traveled here, I noticed there's like M&Ms everywhere. There's
yeah.
M&Ms on like the street signs, and like you drive past the M&M factory. There's like
It's
these
like their
statues of M&Ms.
headquarters.
Have you ever done an M&M stout or like a pill or a
Collab
porter?
with Mars.
So we have an email out right now to M&M Mars or Mars Wrigley. I talked with them about doing a collaboration because
Did we spoil like
Hershey's
a top secret?
No. I mean,
We're gonna cut that.
I've got emails out to a
Yeah.
ton of different people and all that,
Yeah.
but I think that Hershey's done collaborations with people.
Yeah, Yingling Hershey. We had
yeah,
that on the
we had
podcast.
that.
It was
So
all right.
It sucked.
Yeah, so M&M, you could do better.
Yeah, that's right.
Call me.
Come on.
Well, yeah, you're a little better than Yingling,
and you're right,
so
you're right next door. They should be all over that.
So we're hoping that something will come out of it eventually.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of stuff in the fire there in hopes that things will come out of it. So
Cool.
it's
I
cool
hope
seeing
it-
breweries that are going for the ingenuity
Yeah.
and collaborating and just trying different things. That's that's what we love to see.
yeah.
I'm sure it's a very tight community around here too. Like, you just did these collabs with the other breweries. Like, you all know each other. You got each other's backs.
Oh yeah.
and especially now with these laws that are trying to get passed through for the betterment of the breweries in New Jersey. You want to talk about just like there's some weird restrictions, right? I don't know the fine details, but you can't have certain events or what is it? And there is a bill that is in action right now, so hopefully that all changes.
Yeah, hopefully in the next 3-4 days, everything will change for us, and we'll be able to.
I don't know if any of you guys wanted
to.
some of this, but I just killed it.
Go crazy.
We're good. Yeah, knock yourself out.
We'll have another 5 or 6 before we're done today. So
I've had a long week. I know it's Monday. It's Monday at like 2:00.
and you've only had 2 beers so far, you know.
It's my third glass.
So the biggest thing for us is you go anywhere in the U.S. and you stop by a brewery. It's really kind of just become a place for people to gather. A lot of times you can grab food, you can hang out, listen to a band. There's either a food truck outside or they're doing some sort of event or something's going on.
Yep.
Charity run for somebody, and they're just helping out the community, and everyone's having a blast. In Jersey, one of the problems that we've run into is how the state ABC, which is the regulation group, interprets how the laws are, the meaning of the laws, really.
Yeah.
And they've pretty much said, well, you're a manufacturing company, so you should be focusing on manufacturing, not on your tap room, where we have an allowance to have a tap room and we can sell the beer that we make. But they say that, well, you know, your tap room's supposed to be there to do tastings for people, for them to try your stuff, to be able to go get it somewhere else, which I'm all for. 75% of the beer that I make all goes out to bars, restaurants, and liquor stores all over the place, and I love them. But we still have a very vibrant tap room area, and a lot of people want to come in and try different stuff, and they want to be listening to music. They want to be able to get food from town.
Of course.
And we got places like James on Main across the street. They got a small room to be able to serve people, and on weekends I could have them set up out over here, and they have my entire beer garden to be able to serve people over to. Technically, they could still people out over here can still look at up their menus and see what's over there, but it's another couple steps that sometimes people aren't going to do, and if they're right here, it helps another local business. I'm not trying to pull in a food truck from 6-7 towns away or from another state or something like that. It's like I'm trying to just help the businesses I got out in town, and I'm not allowed to do that.
No, it's ridiculous.
So that's one of those things that is going to change if this all goes through. Other things, events in the brewery, things like music or live music, trivia nights, sporting television, dog events, adoption days. Those are considered events, and I have 25 of those that I can do a year.
And they even consider, like, I don't, tell me if this is true, like a guy with an acoustic guitar just set up in the corner over there. Does that count as it?
If he sneaks in, sets up over in the corner and just starts playing, that's technically
You're
okay. Because the ABC just turns an eye to that one. They don't say that it's okay to do. Their big thing is if you advertise that guy's going to be here.
Live music tonight.
That's an event. The moment you say it on social media, post about it somewhere, let people know, then it becomes an event.
And you're so right. Like when I travel and go to other breweries, across other states, that's the big draw. As you go, there's music, there's food, and that is the weird thing about New Jersey. You go into breweries and like you want that experience. Yeah. So hopefully, they are. I know that the bill has already passed through a couple of committees. Yep. So hopefully that goes through pretty quickly.
Yeah, we just needed to hit the floors.
That would be a game changer because you're so set up for hosting things here, and like you could have quesadilla pizza here while we drink beer.
And people bring in. I mean, I'm not saying they don't. They support a lot of the local restaurants. They bring in their stuff. They come on out. They sit out over here, and they.
But it's an extra step.
But it's that extra step that I could have those people set up over here. They have their own night, and in addition to that, I'm now promoting them on our social media because they're over here for it. So instead of them just having a menu, they're also, being able to be promoted on our social media as well.
Yeah, definitely. Should we do another slice?
I'm ready for another slice.
All right, let's see what the next box brings us.
I'm sure it pairs well with this beer.
If not, I'll find something else.
I'll fly through the beers. We can try them all.
This is the Dennis special.
All right, Dennis.
It has a controversial item on it.
Oh, my
Pineapple.
favorite. My favorite.
Ooh.
You're okay with pineapple on pizza?
I'm actually a big
An
Hawaiian
advocate?
pizza person.
Oh,
There we
wow,
go.
all right.
We found one.
Just when you think you know a guy.
I like all pizzas. You know?
Yeah. So this is the Dennis special. It's got pineapple, some chicken, some other random stuff on it that I can't remember.
Great description, Joe. Thank you for
Whatever's
that.
getting
Well,
low
we'll
on
take
the
a look at
container
it.
still
Yeah.
comes out.
We'll decide what's on it. We'll take the pineapple sour beer.
Do you need a new plate?
No, I'll throw it right on there.
No, new glasses for the beers, but plates we keep
Plates.
the same. You know, we're not at the pizzeria.
Yeah.
We're at the we're at the brewery. Thank you. This one looks hefty.
Yeah, these are some hefty slices.
A lot of
I don't know
cheese.
if I'm
It's a
gonna
good
make it to the
place.
next slice, Bob. I'll
All
be
right,
honest.
we got pineapple, tomato, bacon. Nope, that's a tomato. Chicken. We might have to look up what it says on here. It looks
that-
like collard green or
I think
something
that's
on there.
asparagus.
Asparagus.
There's asparagus. Yep. What? Asparagus and pineapple? Dennis, what are you doing, buddy?
And
Maybe
a
it
lot of garlic. A lot of garlic.
And this guy, I mean, he must be high up at the pizza place because he's got a pie named after him. He was answering the phone. And this is your pie?
That's a white pizza.
It's a white pizza.
White pizza. Very,
Dennis.
very garlicky.
Dennis, were you on drugs when you made this? It's okay. You can tell me.
But I mean,
Maybe that's what it is.
We were just
like
talking about.
Dennis was, one night, it's a funny, he was tripping balls or something, and
They just kept it on
he's
the
like,
menu.
I want pineapple, asparagus, chicken, white pie. It's like,
But
and
then
that's
there's like
it. Now it's
little
on the menu.
leaves on here of something. Almost looks like a
Basil.
Oh, I
I
guess
think it is basil, yeah.
that's why it pairs so well with this beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this pizza matches better with the beer than the
Yeah.
other one. Not that the other one didn't, but I think
Excuse
we're
me.
on point. Yo, what are you doing over there? Asparagus. I
Farting.
don't know if I've ever had asparagus on pizza before.
I don't think I've ever, well, a lot of firsts today. I gotta say, the case. You know what? Big ups to them, because specialty pies at most pizza places are all the same: buffalo chicken, barbecue, penne slice, ED slice, pepperoni, whatever. Dennis is over here. Went on a vision quest, and he came back with a pretty good slice. I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean, I've had Hawaiian pizza, like ham and pineapple or bacon, not chicken and tomatoes and asparagus.
Yeah. I don't even know if we need to do the segment that we had planned because we got.
No, we're having
yeah.
a good time.
Yeah. The segment would take away from this. This is good enough. This is a segment in itself. World's craziest pizza slices.
I mean, this is the same thing you were talking about earlier. You want all your staff to come up with their own beer
Yeah.
for the events and stuff like that. Dennis, he came up with his pizza. Like,
Man, he wanted a shout out. He's getting a whole episode dedicated to him.
I mean, we can do our next episode at this pizza place.
not to overshine
Yeah.
the Zigmeister himself. But hey, local business. Less than a mile away from here, I think. I don't know exactly where, but
Yeah, they're right down
Yeah.
Mountain Ave.
Yeah, we had another pizza place mapped out for this, but they're closed on Mondays.
you fucked up, Davila. You done fucked up.
Yeah,
Could have
did-
been you that we were
No,
talking
this worked
about.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
Yeah.
I was like, Joe, just get like a normal one and like maybe 2 crazy ones. He's like, we're getting 3 crazy ones.
What do you think this is, Bob?
I appreciate that you're a good sport with us, though.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Now, DeVilla's is usually my go-to. It's closer to my house, but I might go for another one of the quesadilla pizzas at some point.
Honestly, like this, it's not bad. As wacky and crazy as it is, it's
That
very
was
good.
fantastic. What
Yeah.
a bold move.
Yeah, I think Dennis messes. Then Dennis only makes bold moves.
Now I want to see a beer that tortilla is sticking out of or something. Get something going there.
Yeah.
I think we're in business.
Aged in a tequila barrel.
Yeah, there you go. So how do you get into like? Did you work at another brewery before you started
No, you
this
said
one?
growing up, you were always kind of experimenting with
So-
the brew process, or
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
growing up, I always wanted to get into science.
Yeah.
That probably is a bit on why, like, I experiment a lot with different grains, this and
Bob
that,
was
and
a
then like all the rest
biology
of it.
major in college.
Marine biology.
Marine
Yeah.
biology.
Ah, and then I switched to film I went in for marine
They're very
biology, and
similar.
I left with a film degree.
Pretty normal
Yeah.
transition. Anyway, sorry to cut you
No,
off there.
no, I graduated a degree in microbiome, biochem, and molecular and cellular biology,
Okay.
and then now I open a brewery. So I use it a little bit when talking about like the biochemistry and
Oh, yeah.
whatnot of all the mashes and the grains and everything like that. But other than that, like,
Are the guys at elementary, are they science background too? Because I don't know their
Yeah,
It's all
deals, so,
science themed. Yeah.
yeah, they. I just have my bachelor's degrees. They went above and beyond masters, PhDs, all that
Yeah.
sort of stuff.
Wow.
They're smart cookies over there.
Yeah.
But-
We like their. We've been there a couple times.
Yeah.
Not. I haven't.
Not on the
we've
show
had,
yet.
We've had their beer on the show. We haven't been there.
Yeah, we had hashtag staycation. That was a while ago.
Yeah, during the pandemic. Yep.
But we went to an event there like recently. I had a beer there that was like aged in like tequila barrels, and I almost died.
Oh yeah, Bob was on the sauce that night. Bob was crushing the 10.5.
It was like a charity event for like the nonprofit my girlfriend works for, and I'm just like blasted.
Oh boy.
So,
Yeah, we gotta get over there. We
Yeah.
gotta do a podcast over there too.
No, but after college, I kind of got into while looking for jobs in all of those degrees that I had. I found an old homebrew kit in my parents' basement and was like, I could do this in the meantime and find a hobby. And just kind of kept going with it, making my own recipes, doing a bunch of stuff, and then realizing that, I like doing this more than I like what I'm kind of in right now. So I went back to school again, got a degree in brewing science,
Wow.
and then wanted to open up my own place, but said that, I really want to kind of work in on it, make all the mistakes that someone else has done for a
Yeah.
little bit, so I know what's going on.
Tell Ray to
And-
keep it down back there. Jesus. So actually, one of
we're
your
an
brewers,
active brewery.
your
Yeah.
brewers, Ray,
They're cleaning.
him and I went to college together.
Really?
I had no idea before walking in here,
Yeah.
and he just walks over, Joe Reggio. I'm like, Ray, man, what's up? You know?
Small world, man.
Yeah. Now he's making a bunch of fucking noise back
Yeah,
there.
he's
while we
cleaning
try and
tanks.
talk.
He's
You
got to get his
drank beer
job done.
together for years, and now he's
Yeah,
making
we
it.
drank beer
Now
and
he's
played
ruining your
ultimate,
podcast.
ultimate frisbee. We played ultimate frisbee together.
There you go.
Intramural ultimate frisbee, me and Ray. It was great. Anyway, sorry.
Oh.
Goddamn brewery's just popping
It's all
off
over
right
the damn
now.
place.
Yeah.
Where was I? Oh, so I worked at a couple places. Adirondack Pub and Brewery. That's where I first started off.
I've been there in Lake
Right in Lake
George.
George, yep.
Yeah.
Was there for a year. My grandparents lived like 20 minutes north of that, so
Yeah.
I was able to live there for free.
At Bolton
worked out over
Landing.
there.
Bolton's.
Bolton Landing.
Oh yeah. We just had Bolton Landing Brewery beer
Yeah.
several episodes ago. But yeah, sorry.
No,
Cutting you off. That's what we do on the
But
podcast.
it's
Yeah. It's
Rants.
irrelevant interjection.
but it's like all these places that I've been to. It's like you keep relationships with all the people. Positively going down. So like the guy as I was leaving over there, the person that was replacing me, Devin, is now like the head guy over at Paradox Brewing Company just north of there.
Oh yeah.
And I chat with him occasionally with what's going on and whatnot. So like I keep in touch with him. But after leaving Adirondack, came back down to Jersey because always lived over in this area. And Kane Brewing Company was looking for a brewer. This is when they were first starting off, and I picked up their head brewing position. Was there for 2 years.
I love cane beer. So
Oh, it's great stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's very solid, very consistent.
yeah.
And yeah, after 2.5 years ish of being over there, put together a business plan and told Mike, sorry,
See ya.
but I'm gonna go do my own thing. He's
Yeah.
like, shit.
Damn it. No wonder why their beer's gone downhill.
Yeah,
No,
I was just about to say.
just kidding.
It's like
I love it. I love
head
it.
high isn't the same these days, you know?
Yeah, they still sell a shit ton of it, so they're doing something right.
Oh yeah.
No, it's great. No, we love Kane. He used to live down in Asbury, so he loves that.
Yeah. I was 10 minutes from
Oh,
Cane
yeah.
Brewery. Yeah.
And since then, 2014, been putting this together. 2016, we opened up, and yeah, just wanted a place that I grew up in Jefferson Township, not too far from here.
Yeah, yeah.
Parents now have a place over in Blairstown, and Hackettstown being right nearby, it had everything I was looking for. Biggest thing for the business: city water, city sewer, natural gas. Awesome. As
Great.
much water as I need, and fuel to keep everything going. But also had a great downtown area. So
I love the
This is an
downtown
awesome
here.
downtown,
Yeah. And I saw the potential in the whole town and said, if I put something over here, I really think that, the town will embrace it and move everything forward. The local business improvement district had really brought in a lot of restaurants into the area and kind of made it like a restaurant destination. And then by me coming in over here, I think it really kind of solidified the circle. Also, Manskirt being a block away, they opened up 8 months before me. Like, we were both looking at building out our businesses.
Oh, wow. I would have thought you were here
no idea that we were going to be opening up at the same time. Same with Jersey Girl. All of us within 8 months.
I've yet to try Manskirt. I don't think I've had them yet.
I was going to say, if it was Tuesday, he's open. We can go head over there. But
let's go.
We'll just kick his door down. Just bring it all. Bring
the
it
after hours episode.
No, but they have a great porter that literally is called Great Porter. You should try it.
What's nice too is
Well, if you don't say so yourself,
your neighbors, like it could be like a you guys could hate each other and be rivals, but you work together. So that's what's really nice, especially with all the businesses you were talking about too. It's nice that you all work together. You got it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of different stuff here. Been focusing a lot on all these new events that we're trying to put through. We do an Oktoberfest every year with the town. We do 6 months later a Mayfest, whatever you want to call it. Oktoberfest for the spring. We do a 90s party, Stout Festival, which has 50 plus stouts that we put on tap for one weekend on President's Day weekend. It's insane.
Yeah, I missed it. I missed it last year, but I really wanted to come.
It's 3 months of planning for just making all those
like
beers.
The Star Wars.
We try to put a theme to each of it.
Yeah, if you ever need like hosts or anything for the event, we'll come by. We'll be like the Muppet guys.
Jesse goes up as C-3PO and R2-D2, and you can go.
That works too. Yeah. I'm down with that.
And just try to keep things fresh, keep it fun while keeping so many different beers. I mean, we make 90 different beers a year. We got 24 taps, and we just rotate stuff through all the time. We got multiple rotating seasonals, or rotating series, I should say. Deep Sea, New England style IPA. Every month, it's a new recipe. We have an Abyss series, which is our Imperial IPAs.
We did the Deep Sea series on our podcast too. Yeah, we've had you guys a couple times. We're huge Zigmeister plugs here.
Yeah,
Zig. I say your name wrong every time.
Zig.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, as long as it's not C-Zig, then
C-Zig.
C-Zig?
Zig. Yeah, the C is silent.
The C is silent.
I should have known.
Come on, Joe.
It's all good. Like all of my gamer handles and everything growing up always was something Zig, and everyone's like, "Oh, what's C-Zig doing over there?" I'm like, I'm yelling through the microphone, like, "Shut up,
Zig!"
Yeah.
And of course, you yell at anybody who's on the other team than you, and they're just going to keep saying it nonstop. So.
Like, whatever
That's
you say, C-Zig.
That's a losing battle.
Exactly.
That's a losing
I should have
battle.
learned.
I think I'm ready for that third slice. I'm not even hungry, but we got to try it.
Me in the slice department,
and maybe I don't know, another round.
Yeah. What's this last
We
one?
don't want to clear you out of beer.
Let's see what
we got.
We got plenty.
BLT pizza.
We got a BLT pizza. I don't know if I can eat any more pizza, but
I'm not hungry, but I got to try it.
Gotta try it. We ordered it.
Let me see what I got.
This is bacon stout.
We used to make a smoked lager
Okay.
with maple syrup, but that would have went perfect with it.
Ooh. There's a lot of
actually
lettuce.
looks pretty good.
There's a lot of lettuce on that. Okay.
BLT pizza, guys. I mean, come on.
Wow.
Honestly, all these wacky slices.
And there are so many more I would have ordered too. There was like a chicken marsala one, and like they had some interesting choices there.
This is so dumb.
Well, that's what happens when you get 3 wacky pizzas. We have to try them all. So that's on you, man.
Honestly, they're all good. For as gimmicky and ridiculous as they are, they're good.
I mean, if you go for the gimmick, you kind of have to like own it.
Yeah, lean into it, right?
Deep Sea
series, Coalescent,
Ooh.
New England style IPA. All right, he's working us through. We went from the shandy to the lager, and now we're on to the IPA.
Yep.
I love these little angler fish.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
As a former marine bio student.
Yeah, you're speaking Bob's language here.
I'll let you do the honors. You got the professional pour going.
Yeah, I mean, look at that.
That's an IPA.
Oh, you can't get a better pour than that, too. I mean, come on.
I've had practice.
Yeah. It's not- probably
How
not
much
the first
how
time
much
he's
beer
poured
do you
beer.
drink on a regular basis?
I
How's your doctor feel?
Yeah, I was
about
gonna
that?
say,
I have to lie to the
As I
doctors
have his
about
doctor
it.
close his ears.
So
right now.
here's the thing. So I work in video production. I've done like commercials for like Sam Adams and Dogfish, Twisted
Yeah.
Tea, stuff like that. And I've worked with Jim Cook a lot, the CEO of Sam Adams, and he tries every batch of beer that goes out for Sam Adams, and they got breweries in Ohio, Pennsylvania, Boston. And he takes like special enzymes to break down all the beer. You do that too?
No, I don't.
Well, hey, cheers
No
to,
dice on
to
that one.
the next beer, next slice of pizza.
Cheers.
Chin chin, y'all. Yeah. I'm a sucker
that's nice.
for a good New England IPA. Bob, not so much. Bob,
I'm not a huge
not a big
IPA guy,
guy.
but this one is really nice. Like I can.
It's just, yeah. I mean, a good. You can't deny a good IPA. you
And
know?
what better to pair with a bacon, lettuce, tomato pizza?
Yeah. So
And you
I
know
gotta
what?
say,
That's pretty fucking good.
like, all right, Gabby's. I see you. I see you, Gabby.
Like, do
like-
you see this? There's like lettuce all over it. They got this. You can see
Three-
the spices on there. Probably just pepper.
Yeah.
3 of possibly the most ridiculous slices we've ever had.
Like, when have you had
But
mayo on a
they're
pizza
all
and
good.
enjoyed it? You know,
they all
like,
work out. That's good. That might be my favorite one.
wow. I mean, we're having craft beer right now, but I feel like we're eating craft pizza.
Yeah. Hey, pizza making is a science too.
Absolutely.
I think it's my favorite one. Like we were just saying, like all gimmicky ass ridiculous slices, but they pulled it off somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow they did.
Yeah,
it.
because we've had gimmicks that are just gimmicks. Mm-hmm. Like I live in Wayne, and there's a place by me. It's called Brother Bruno's, and it's straight gimmick. Like they do the dessert pizzas. They do like we had a disco fry.
The disco
pizza.
fry one wasn't good.
It was good.
It wasn't
but
this
it
good.
wasn't
No.
it didn't work like this. It was just like, oh, this is fun. I could eat one
Yeah.
slice of this. I could eat a whole pie of this.
Yeah. Same with that quesadilla. Like I
The
mean,
quesadilla one was the best one. I
for
think.
the flavor on it, it's not heavy at all.
no, exactly. It's pretty. Yeah.
And I'm not a guy that orders a BLT that often, but like this just works.
It tastes like a
I'm
BLT,
surprised.
too.
What's the verdict though out of
All right,
the three?
Dennis.
What do we like?
I'm saying this one.
This one?
Yeah.
I think I like the quesadilla one the best, but they're all good.
I could eat more slices of this than I can
Yeah,
that
true.
in one sitting.
Yeah.
Well, let's put that to the test.
I hope whoever else is here is hungry because we got so many extra slices for everybody.
If John Carlo's still around, he'll eat half of this.
There you go. This is our aspiration. Once this show really takes off, we just drink beer and eat pizza for a living. That's
Yeah.
You
Nothing
drink
wrong with
beer
that.
for a living?
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
you do a little more than drink it, but
He just only
I do a lot of drinking.
comes with the territory.
It does.
Yeah.
Entire refrigerator in the
It's
basement
research.
just full of.
oh, I'm sure.
So, what we usually do on this podcast, there's like 4 cameras set up. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's hard to edit, and we're both capable video editors. So we do
Semi.
a competition. Semi, we're capable enough. We do a competition at the end of each episode, and the loser has to edit the episode. So I was thinking, I don't know if you have some cornhole. I know you had it set up for your 7th anniversary. I don't know if they're readily available. Maybe we do a cornhole toss off, me versus Bob. Loser edits.
Where do we do that?
Literally anywhere,
All right.
right? I
I'm
mean,
down.
you tell me, but
We'll see
Yeah.
if I got the setup in the side that, or you guys got to chuck the empties into a garbage can from a distance.
oh,
I like that.
honestly,
I like that better.
I like that better because it's
I like that better.
because also it's easier to set up. We don't have to set up a whole thing for that.
Chuck the empties.
Yeah. First to sink 2 versus sink 1.
3.
We can get a good distance for you.
Yeah. Well, 3, we only have a limited amount of cans, so we
That's true.
can't.
That or you can keep just
Oh, we can
putting
take them
down.
out. Yeah. Duh. It's beer's starting to hit me. The beer and taco pizza and whatever the hell else we're eating.
I mean, I could sit here all day and drink and eat more pizza. You know,
Oh, yeah.
order a few more. Well, they'll just keep bringing us beers.
I don't think the folks at home want a 5-hour episode, but
Joe Rogan just
we'll give it
done
to
it.
him.
Why
Yeah,
not
we're going
us?
Joe Rogan style. 5 hours. I brought some DMT. We're getting weird.
And just don't even edit it. Just let it go.
Yeah.
All of it.
just goes.
Just put it on the internet.
Yeah.
Just put it on the internet raw.
Yeah. All right, so beer. We're not doing DMT. We're gonna do a toss the beer can into a garbage can,
Joe Rogan's
toss
calling.
off.
Yeah. He's already upset that you're talking.
He wants royalties. All right, let's do it. Competition. All right, so we're back. We set up a little beer toss competition here. We're tossing empty Zigmeister beers into that can over there. We got the Zigmeister himself.
Judging, making
He'll
sure we don't
be
cheat. 'cause we
fair
often
judge.
do.
We got a little line here. We're gonna. I guess you can lean over the line, but your
Can't
foot
cross.
can't cross.
Can't cross the line.
We're doing first to sink 2 empties in that can.
Why don't you start off, Joe?
You want me to start off?
Yeah.
Oh God! All right.
See the strategy.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's so close. All right,
This is going to take a while.
this might take a while.
It's the wind, guys. The
Yep.
wind's moving everything around it.
All right.
Oh.
Get there. Oh, we're getting
Another
close.
short. Oh,
Bob with the underhand. This is going
Almost.
to take... Should we do 1? We're doing 2. We're doing 2. We said 2. We're doing 2.
gotta commit.
All right. Here we go. Get there.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's go. Bob is wide.
Ooh.
I could potentially have this in the bag.
So we got 1 in there. 50% of the way there.
Score right now is Joe 1, Bob 0. Bob's collecting the cans because we didn't have that many empties.
We're lightweights.
Yeah. And it's my shot.
Yeah.
This is for the win right here. Get there.
Ooh, short.
Just outside. Bob
Damn
is...
it.
Still wide.
I got a lot of time here because Bob is nowhere to be found here.
Liquor's hitting him.
Yeah. Get there.
Ooh, off the rim. Tries for the bullet shot.
All right, I hit the rim. All right, come on. Oh, man.
Way short.
Wow, this is harder than I thought.
We should have done first to 1. But now Bob's got to hit 2 in the time it takes me to hit 1, so I think I got him.
4 hours later.
Yeah.
4 hours later.
I'm up.
You're up? Okay. Oh, wow. Bob almost hit
On
the man himself in the
On the
head.
bar. Just get my computer ready.
Come on. Ooh. At least I'm getting remotely close. Bob is hitting everything but the can.
Oh,
Bob is just
tried for the
wide.
lob. It's
hard.
I think it was closest he's gotten.
Come on.
Oh!
Yes!
Off the rim and in.
Fuck.
I sunk 2. Bob was wide.
Well, I got
Bob
redemption,
is
right?
editing another episode. You get redemption. If you sink 2 in a row, then we do time.
Nope.
I was ready for glory.
Dude, you gotta get the toss.
Dude, that's
All
hard.
right. Well, thank you to Zigmeister. Oh, and he sinks
From
one.
the half court.
Yeah,
From
he
half
plays
court.
I should have had you celeb shot.
This is what they do when they close up the brewery. They're just throwing cans. No, but thank you so much for hosting us.
No, thank you guys.
Great
It was
episode.
Fuck.
Good chatting with you. And here's to Bob editing another episode. Cheers.
Let me tell you a story about 2 dudes I know. One goes by Bob and the other goes by Joe. They were out of work when a pandemic hit. Joe said, oh my god, what the fuck is this shit? Down on their luck and their backs against the wall. Bob said, don't worry Joe, I've got a plan to save us all. Said we'll start a podcast and we'll make it look good, and we'll drink a bunch of beer and we'll eat a bunch of food. Joe lit up, yeah, turned around his mood. He smiled and said we'll call it Pizza Brews 2 Dudes. Pizza Brews and 2 dudes, they get drunk and they eat a bunch of food. And on top mama that they're playing 64.